All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to be talking a little bit about the crossover special Dragon Stone. So once the official begin of this campaign started, we were gifted one of these silver crossover special stones, and the rest you can kind of pick up through missions. So what we're going to do now is kind of talk about this stone now that we know these guys here are officially getting their EZAs. So we knew that this was only be able to use for these guys, right? You couldn't use a stone for any of the other crossover characters, for any of the heroes units. They specifically showed just these guys in the Baba shop. It's just these guys. So we all kind of anticipated their EZA, which we know is now coming tomorrow. That is going to be live in just a few hours. So what do we do with this stone? Who should you pick? Let's go ahead and look at this real quick. So we know these guys drop tomorrow, right? So 1 a.m. Eastern. So a little over 4 hours, or a little over 4.5 hours. These guys will be live in game. Now, these guys are actually pretty decently good. I'm actually a little bit excited for these guys. I think they're going to run very, very well as a Xenoverse kind of crossover team, especially if you do have the new Vegeta, if you have the Toa and Mira, if you have the Trunks. Even if you don't, you can still make a full team using these guys because of the free-to-play Jiren, right? So you can make out a full team of these characters and still get the red zone mission done, where you need a full team of crossover characters. You can still get that done with these guys here. So if we look in the actual Baba shop, this is what it's going to look like. So each character is going to be available, and if you have every character, if you have them all rainbowed, you don't need any copies of them. You can just use this stone to pick up some extra Kais. Now you can exchange for each of these characters 5 times. So say you have a copy of everybody already rainbowed, yet you don't have anything of Mira, you can actually rainbow him. So this does give you the chance to pick up enough copies of one of these characters to completely rainbow them. Well, actually 2 characters. So if we look over at the panel missions, this is where you're going to see where you can get these stones, how you can get these stones. Like we mentioned at the beginning of the video, you do get the first one from the login, so you get it right away. Then this one right here, if you clear the Dragon Ball Xenoverse event once, you'll get another stone. This is where you get the Jiren, right? So you're probably gonna do this anyway. You're gonna want to grind that Jiren up, so you will get another stone from here. So there's 2. Another one right here, recruit the Jiren, which you're gonna do from doing the event. You get another. Level him up to level attack 10, which you can easily do by free-to-play means, by just collecting more of the Jiren and feeding him in for the super attack. You will get another Dragon Stone there, and then exchange an item once in the Baba shop. Very simple. You can do some of the gems, you can do I mean, like really anything, and just you could get another one of these, or even just spend one of these and you'll get another one, right? So that's gonna be 5. That's 5 right there, from 1 from the login, 4 from these panel missions. Then if you go over to board 2 of the panel missions, because there are 2 boards, you will get another one, Extreme EZA 1 character. Gonna be very easy to do once these guys have their EZAs. You can easily do this, get it right there. Another one, activate 90% of specified characters' hidden potential. This is gonna be for the Jiren, which again, you'll get all the stuff for the Jiren here. You'll get enough copies of him. You'll be able to unlock his hidden potential routes. They'll give you the hidden potential orbs for him. You throw it in there, he's good to go, right? You're going to easily get this. All of these are 100% able to get free-to-play means, right? You don't have to use your own resources. You don't have to do anything crazy. You're basically getting these things for free. When you go down, there's another stone right here. Consume at least 1,000 stamina. Just play the game. Clear any stage under special conditions, which is to have at least 1 crossover category character on your team and beat an event. You can run through the Turtle School event, you can run through the Whis event, you can run through whatever you want other than World Tournament Ultimate Clash, and you'll be good. Again, the Jiren's free to play. So if you have no other crossover character, you can recruit the Jiren. He's the 1 crossover character you need. Boom, you get another stone. Then as we kind of go down, level up 10 link skill levels in total. So this doesn't have to be level 10 links. This is just any link skill. So you go for like 1 to 2, 2 to 3, whatever. Just do this 10 times, which you will do by playing the game, run through the Whis event, do the Turtle School event, things like that. you'll be able to get that there. And that'll give you another 5 of these stones. So you'll get 10 in total to use here. So you could theoretically or realistically actually rainbow out 2 of these characters with these stones. So if there's a character you're missing, maybe a couple copies of, throw a couple stones at them, do that. For me, I've got all these guys rainbowed. I have them all rainbowed for a long time. So these stones are basically useless for me. So I'm just going to use them to get some Elder Kais. Probably hold on to one of them just for collection, quote unquote, collection purposes. And that's about it. But maybe for those of you guys who have not summoned a bunch or have not pulled these characters a lot, this is your chance to get them for free and at least get 1 copy of each character with maybe a dupe into each one, right? Or mix and match depending on what you really do need. Now, these characters I think are going to be decently fun, right? So the Mira I think is going to be a good like stacking character. So over time throughout the events, he's going to build up and up and up, and he's going to be very, very good. I think by the time you kind of get him rolling, right, you'll be in this main form for like 1 turn, then you'll come into this guy here, and this guy's very good. I think he's going to run very well. He needs crossovers. He needs androids. Might primarily crossover, which you're going to get a whole free-to-play team from these characters by using the stone. Toa, another great unit. Her leader skill makes her a little bit more limited, so some of these events you may not be able to run her, which is a little, it kind of sucks. They need to get rid of this like stipulation here. But she is still good to pick up here to have. Demigra, I think, is one of the best ones of the bunch. This guy's gonna be very, very good. He's gonna be a very powerful, I think, short content character, right? Because you're basically gonna jump in, you're gonna use him 1 turn here. You're basically going into his giant form for the next turn, and he's gonna come back here again. He's gonna keep wreaking havoc. I think he's gonna be very, very strong for like short form content. And then the 2 Trunkses here are gonna be very good as support units. So I like these guys a lot. I like that their super attack effects are going to raise all allies attack and defense by 20% for 2 turns. I think that's very powerful. So I like these guys. I think they're going to be very fun to use and very good for the actual like crossover team. So just really wanted to pop in real quick and talk about this crossover stone, since I know we have not yet. I was kind of waiting to see what they did with these guys to see if it was worth really mentioning, because it's pretty straightforward, but now they're getting their EZAs. I think it's worth definitely mentioning, you know, how to get these, who you should use them on, and then just kind of go over these guys again. So really for who to use them on, honestly, I would focus mainly on maybe like Demigra first, and then maybe like the AGL Trunks, Mira, or these 2 are kind of interchangeable, and then the other Trunks, and then Toa, just because Toa getting a little bit shafted here just because of her leader skill. I'm just not too sure how much you're gonna be able to actually use her in a lot of the content. That's my only fear. But other than that, I think she's going to be a good character to kind of have, right? A good support. She's got really good support here. She's good with the crossover team. I think she's going to be a fun unit. It's just hopefully we'll get some content where we can actually use her a lot. So we'll see. But again, these guys' EZAs do drop in about 4.5 hours. So, you know, you guys still have time. Make your choices here. The exchange period is going to go on for 21 days. So there really is no rush in picking these characters up, other than, I mean, I guess some of the content going away on the 12th. So, I mean, that's still like 2 weeks away. So you still definitely have time. So look over these guys' EZAs, figure out which ones you guys want to prioritize. If you're missing some of these characters, if you're only missing 1 character, you can pick them all up. If you're missing no characters, you can do what I'm going to do and just go for the Elder Kais, or just kind of mix and match however you guys do need to. And remember, these guys are unfeatured on every single banner, so you do have chances of pulling them later on. Just keep that in mind as well. But yeah, so that's gonna do a video today. So if you guys did stick around to the end, I do appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know how you guys plan on spending your crossover special Dragonstone. Which one of these characters are you planning to pick up first? Do you have a copy of all these characters? Do you have them all rainbowed? If not, let me know which characters you are still missing, how you plan on using it, and if you guys are excited for these guys' EZAs. Let me know down below. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. Soup!